Yes, the problem is a square prism of 25 mm sides of base and 60 mm axis length rest on HP on one of its corner of the base. Draw the projection of the prism is inclined at 40 degree to HP and appears to be inclined 45 degree to VP. So in the last class, I given some important points to remember. According to that points, first you have to identify this is a prism. Okay, basically it is given on prism. And next you have to identify the plane. So this is a square plane. So prism with a square. Okay, the face surface is square and it is prism of 25 mm side and axis is 60 mm. Okay, and it is always resting on HP. I told it is always resting on HP, no problem. And condition is corner condition. So up to this, by using these datas, you have to construct the first position. So first position, so necessary datas are corner condition and the square surface and prism of 25 mm sides with 60 mm axis. By using this, you can easily draw the top view as well as front view. Okay, the first position is over. It is the initial position or actual position. And come to the second position. And the second position I told it is always with respect to the HP inclination, because the first position given HP as a resting position. So second position inclination should be on HP. Either you can take axis inclination or you can consider a base inclination. It is left to you. And to draw the projection of the prism is inclined at 40 degree to HP. Yes, this is for a second position. So HP it is at 40 degree. So either you can draw axis of 40 degree, or you can consider this base as 90 minus 40, 50 degree. So 50 degree you can consider a base, or else you can consider directly axis as a 40 degree. Okay, second position is over. It is a reconstruction of whatever the first position with an inclined line. And if you project for downward as well as right side, you will get an top view, second position top view. So that the second position is over. And come to the third position. In the third position, if the same axis is inclined VP, but it is appears to be is there. If appears to be is there, then you should go with a normal method. You should go with the normal method. Okay. And third position, reconstruction. First you have to draw the axis. Okay, 45 degree, and on that take the second position axis length and cut that, place it O and O dash, then go for the reconstruction, and finally you will get the top view of third position. And if you project for upward and project for the right side, you will get a front view of third position. That is what the final view. So third position is a final view. If you do all these first and second and third position is correct, you will get the full marks. Okay. Yes. So these are the some points. Based on that, you should remember, and they helps to for easy construction. Yes, this is what the actual construction. See, it is a square with corner condition. That's why first you have to draw horizontal line and take that 45 degree this side and 45 degree this side. Okay, 45 degree this side from here, and draw that, and 45 degree from this side you can draw that. Yes. So we have to start with the right side, because right side is resting position. That's why right side. In the planes we start with the left side. And after that take the compass and mark 25 mm. So 25 mm, and on that 45 degree line cut 25 mm. Like this you have to cut. Yes, here also you can cut it. Then from here intersection point you mark that for the another point, and erase all the extra projections. And join. So it is become a square with corner condition. A square with edge condition we can easily draw, but square with corner condition you have to follow this procedure. Okay. So after that you have to name it. You will get a two faces. Just only I shown a solids. Solid should have a top face and bottom face, and in the top, in the initial position, they are merged. That's why you can call it as a B C D and A1 B1 C1. So you can call it as A B C D is a bottom one, sorry, a top one, and in the bottom one it is A1, a B1, C1 and D1. And A1 B1 C1 is not visible because it is a bottom face. ABC is a top face, it is visible. And after that you have to mark the a center for axis, because axis is must and should, and you can call it as a O and O1. So O1 is a bottom one and O is the center for the top face. And you should mark a thick because these are the visible. So this is a first position top view. First position top view. Second, you have to project for upward just like a planes. Projection should be upward. Then first you have to draw the axis of 60 mm. In the problem they given axis of 60 mm, so mark 60 mm vertical line, and this is the axis. Axis means you should represent like this. Okay, if dotted is there, that is hidden. Axis means a one is bigger, a smaller, bigger, smaller, a line should be followed. It's a top view and it is a front view, and this is a first position. Then this is a prism is there, that's why a top face as well as bottom face. So here as usual, so so in the bottom A1 dash visible, and B1 dash, and C1 dash visible, but in bracket D1 dash not visible because it is a bottom face. Similarly in the top face, A dash visible, it is of 60 mm, then join so that it represents the front view of top face and bottom face. So this is a top face and this one is a bottom face, and this is A dash, B dash, C dash. These points are visible, okay, in the top, and D dash should be not visible. Along with that you should also represents the O and O1 dash. So see here, O1 dash is not visible and O dash is also not visible. Here also you have to represent O1 dash. You should write O1 dash. And this edge is merged by this axis because this first B is visible. That's why this axis is not visible, because it merged the axis. That axis, that edge B, axis O and edge D all in the same line. So first one is visible is B, that's why B is highlighted, and D and O is not highlighted because they are invisible, that's why represented in a bracket, and it is of 60 mm and this edge is 25 mm. So if you write this much you will get a 1/3 marks, means first position is correct. This is what first position. So up to this it's a first position. Come to the second position, inclination with respect to HP. Okay, so axis inclined 40 degree. Either you can take the axis inclination or you can take the base inclination. So either this base you easily incline like this, or you can draw axis like this, and that should be in the right side. The lifting, the resting position is the right side and the lifting is left side. So first you mark this C point, C dash. You can mark, it's a fixed one, it is a fixed one, the C1 dash. The C1 dash is a fixed one, and here this is a direct method. Okay, so this one is a direct method. Directly you can join. Okay, take the axis. Here they won't consider a base, directly they will draw the axis. So axis is inclined means the same base is also inclined. That's why take the same base and for 40 degree cut. Okay, this is axis inclination. Next, this base should be inclined. So base should be 40 degree, means this 40 is there, this base should be 60, it should be 60 degree. Here this 60 degree is there, this base is 60 degree, this axis is or this edge is 40 degree. Like this you have to cut, and you have to place the compass, and you have to mark all the points, all the A dash, A1 dash, B dash, B1 dash, C dash, C1 dash, all should be you have to mark, and respectively you have to join. Yes. So this is what a 50 degree, okay, and you have to give the namings as usual, namings the same namings. This prism is tilted about 40 degree, so if you write 40 degree here, or else this base is 60 degree, this base is 60 degree or this is 40 degree. So either you can take base inclination or axis inclination. Here directly they take base axis inclination. Yes, this axis should be 40 degree. And if you see from the top, yes, if you see from the top, okay, so top projection for the top view. So front view is over, now we need a top view. So for that top projection and right side projection, and you have to name all the points. First you have to project A1 dash to A1, C1 dash to C1, and B1 dash to B1, and D1 dash to D1. First you have to project the first face, bottom face, then go for the top face. So like this you have to mark, and you have to join. Yes, see, it is called BU1, D1, and B1. And remove that extra projected line, it may confuse, so for that purpose you have to remove all extra projected lines. That is A1, O1, it's only O1, it is not O1 dash, it is O1. Next you have to go for the A1, that is A dash A, and B dash B, A and C, and it is called C, then B and D, B and D. So B is here, D is here, that is D and that is B. So if you see from the top, this face is visible. If you see from the top, this face is completely visible. So A, B, C, D, first you have to draw. You have to join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. You have to join. This face is visible. First you have to join all visible faces. Then go for invisible. So in the invisible, this A1 to B1 is visible, A1 to D1 is visible. Okay. But C1 dash is not visible. This is not visible. So C1 to D1 is dotted and C1 to B1 is dotted because it is not visible. So first you have to join all the visibles, then we go with the invisible. So invisible means this C1 is dotted, so join C1 as a dotted, and D1 to C1 is also dotted. It is not visible, dotted. And the rest of the lines are visible. And C1 to C, it is also not visible, so it is a dotted. First you have to write a not visible lines with the help of dotted line. First you have to draw all invisible edges, first thing. Then you have to go with visible edges. And after that, this bottom face not visible, means in the bottom face only half is visible and in half is not visible. Then go for the all visible edges, join all visible edges. Because we already drawn the invisible, so now it is easy to join all the visible edges. Like this, first you have to draw, then draw the D to D1 should be edge, A to A1 join, then B to B1, C to C1. That should be, you have to join. See. Then A to A1, you have to join A to A1. And O1 and O is there, that is that A1, O1, C1, all lines should be in line so that they are not visible. Means the visible edges is thickened so that all these edges are merged in that. And this is a top view. And the last position, third position, is inclined to VP, and it is appears to be is there, so that you have to go with the normal method, appears to be. So 45-degree inclined to VP. So take the line. First you have to draw the line. So it is better you draw a parallel line, because entire thing should construct within this space available, so that draw 45-degree. So either you can take 45-degree here, or I can take 45-degree here, both are same. So why we just draw this parallel line? Because to utilize the space availability. So here, and this I'm going to tilt like this. So this is a O, and this one is O1. So this is a O. First you have to take the same, it is a normal method, so that there is no beta angle, directly you just reconstruct entire thing. So first you just take this O and O1, O and O1. Okay, so O and O1 first draw here, and on that O and O1 you have to reconstruct everything. And better you can go with the box method. So first construct the box like this. So you can name it 1 2 3 4. This is a what box, and within that box you can easily reconstruct. So take that. Okay, so in anywhere this line, you can mark this as a C. Okay, so you just reconstruct this box 1 2 3 4 box. Okay, on this 45-degree line. Okay, and that is called C and A1. This is C and this is A1 point. Okay, and next draw exactly perpendicular. Okay, exactly perpendicular line for C, same perpendicular line for D, sorry, A. Then draw a distance. So C2, first cut the 3, okay, 0.3 and 0.2. It's a reconstruction method. You can use any method, no problem. It's a one type of method, and also it's a easy one. Like this, you just, okay, then draw the line and mark all the points. That's it. You will get reconstructed. And this is 1 2 3 4, and join all the points 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. You just join that. Okay, if you join that, it become a box, and on that box you just mark the A1 B1 C1 D1 A B C D, all the points, necessary points, you just mark on that. Okay, that is with the help of compass, you just mark all the points. So we just draw this box, and with a nominal distance, first 1 to B1 box is there. So 1 to just cut the arc with the help of compass, you will get a B1. You will get B1. Then from the 2, you just cut the B. You will get the point B. Yes, from the 3, you will get the point D, and from the 4, you will get the point D1, and from the point A, you will get C1, and from the point C, you will get A, and O and O1. Like this, you have to mark all the points. Okay, and named it. After cutting the arc on the respective points, you just name it. Then we need C1. It's a bracket because the same thing we are going to reconstruct it. So it's a C1, that point that you have to mark, that is C1, and it should be hidden. Okay, so C1, and you need a point A. Okay, so point A from C, you just cut point arc, it is A. This is one bracket and it is A. So now we got all the points, and if you want you can mark the O and O1. Okay, so there is a point is called O1, and the top from the C it is called O. It should be same. Okay, and named it as a O1 and O. O1 and O. And after that, the C, whatever the thick line is there, join thick line, dotted line is there, dotted line. So same thing you have to reconstruct. It's a dotted, it's hidden. First you have to draw better hidden lines, then go for visible lines. With the help of scale, you have to join all the visible edges. Like this. Reconstruct. This is what the reconstruction, and it is a normal method because it is appears to be is there. So it is a normal method. It's the same thing, second position. We are going to reconstruct it. We just reconstructed same thing. And after this, go for the last position. So that is what the top view of third position by projecting. So with respect to A dash A, A1 dash A1. So like this you have to mark all the things. First you have to mark C1 dash with respect to C1. Next you have to mark D1 dash with respect to D1, then A1, like this you have to mark with respect to same thing, then B, B1 and B1 dash, you can call it as a B1. Similarly A. Yes, it is A1 dash. And if you see from the front, this bottom face is visible. Okay, O1 dash, it is visible. That's why we written A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash without bracket. So if you write without bracket means it is a visible one. Next go for the top face, and if you see from the front, so this face is only visible A to B and D, and this C is not visible. So C1 dash is not visible and it is B1 dash. Okay, then go, it's a D1 and D dash, then A. So projection line should be a thin lines. So in the video you just see that thin line represents, it's a projection lines or imaginary lines, and that thick lines represents the visible lines. As like this you have to reconstruct, then join, it's a C1 dash. Okay, so mark all the points, then join. First you join the invisible things, then you have to go with the visible things. Okay, so if you see from the top, the bottom face is visible completely. Okay, so if you see this, if you see from here, this face is completely visible and this is not visible. Okay, that's why here the C to D is dotted line. Okay, and it is also dotted line, and it is also dotted line. Then you have to reconstruct. So first you join that visible edges. See, it is visible. Then you have to join A1 to A dash, B1 dash to B1, that you have to join. Yes, it is also visible. Finally, yes, but from D1 dash to D1 is not visible. It is written as dotted line. Yes, this face is visible. And here you have to join B1 dash. It is also visible. B1 dash to B1. It is also visible. Yes, you have to join. This face, the first face is visible, this face is visible, and top face is visible. Only these three faces are we can able to see. But this prism have a 6 faces, and another 3 faces are not visible. That is bottom face, and this side face, and this back face. It is not visible, and these faces are represented by a dotted line. Okay, so D1 D dash to A dash dotted line, and D dash to C dash should be dotted line, and D1 dash to D dash is also dotted line. Yes, it is dotted line. It is not visible. That face is not visible, and this side face is also not visible. It is also represented, and in this bottom face is also not visible. Ultimately, it will show that bottom face. See, and you have to mark O and O1, and you have to join the axis. Finally, you should join the axis O dash to O1 dash. That axis should be a smaller one followed by bigger one line. Yes, this is a representation of axis. So this is the first position, second position, and third position. So here the square with a corner condition, and the top view, then followed by front view, and this base inclination or directly axis inclination. This is tilted of 40 degree, means this base is 60 degree. Then go for top view, and if you see from the top, this face is visible. That's why it is written as a continuous line, and this bottom face C1 dash is not visible. That's why written as a dotted line. And come to the third position, we just reconstruct this top view on this 45 degree line. So draw 45 degree line, then on that draw entire thing on this second position top view. And once the reconstruction is over, I just explained the reconstruction is with the help of box. You just mark the box 1 2 3 4 and reconstruct that box, and you go with the reconstruction. After that, go for the front view, and by A dash to A1 dash, B to B1 dash, C to C1 dash, like that you have to project and mark the points. And if you see from the front, this bottom face is completely visible and this top face is not visible. That's why written as a dotted line. Okay, so if you do all these first position, second position, and third position, you will get full marks. And after this, you have to show the arrow mark, the projection direction you should show. After showing the arrow mark, it will complete the problem.